What's up, UC fam? Friendly food and beverage director Josh coming at you with another episode of Behind the Bar. Today is a beautiful day in downtown Portland. It's sunny, a little bit warm, and nothing goes better with warm weather than a margarita. So margarita is one of those classic cocktails that everyone should know how to make, and now you're going to know how to make it at home after this episode. First, we'll look at a little bit of history. No one really knows who made the first margarita. There's stories about a dancer down in Mexico named Margarita who was allergic to all booze except for tequila. So the bartender made her a margarita and named it after her. Another story is that Rita Hayworth, the old actress, that was tequila was one of her favorite drinks, and she made the name Margarita popular. That was her full name, was Margarita Hayworth. What probably happened though was that during this time, mid 1940s, 1930s, a popular drink in America was called the Daisy. This was essentially some sort of whiskey, some sort of sweetener. They used grenadine a lot, lemon, and top it off with a little bit of soda water. Now, when people would go down to Mexico and they would order a Daisy, they of course didn't have a lot of whiskey down there at that time, but they did have a lot of tequila. So they made a version of the Daisy, which literally translates to margarita in Spanish. So that's probably where the margarita was first invented. What we're gonna need is tequila. I'm using a Blanco today. Probably what you'll get most times when you order a margarita is Blanco. It has not seen any wood aging. Reposado means rested. It's seen 6 to about 3 years in wood, somewhere around that. And then añejo, which means aged, I've seen 3 years plus. But typically for mixing, then I'm just going to use a Blanco today. You'll need some sort of orange liqueur. You can use triple sec, Curacao, Grand Marnier. I'm using Cointreau, a little bit sweeter, a little bit more of a orange punch. Then of course, your fruit. Now, classic margarita is going to be 2 parts tequila, 1 part lime juice, and half part your liqueur of choice, orange liqueur. Today I'm going to use both oranges, lemons, and limes in my sour mix. So 3 ingredients, 4 if you count the salt. Gotta have a salt rim, and that's what really brings this drink a lot. It's balance. You got sweet, you got sour, you got salty. What's not to love? All right, and then next on to the barware. You're gonna need a mixing glass, a shaking tin, a jigger if you so choose, something to strain it with, and then today we'll be muddling our fruit, and so you're going to need a muddler. And then glassware, it's debated. I spent much of my life down in Southern California. I spent a lot of my extracurricular activities in college down in Tijuana. Everywhere I ordered margarita, it was always on the rocks. Some cocktail purists believe that once the cocktail is poured into a glass, it should taste the same throughout. So they say it should be served up. To your preference, if you like it cold, if you're gonna take a while to drink it, if you don't mind a little bit of dilution, if you take 15 minutes to drink this drink, then you can go on the rocks, or you can go martini glass or some sort of coupe glass. So up to you. I'm gonna be making this on a large rock. There's less surface area for the ice to dilute the drink, but it still remains cold. So that's what I'll be using. So let's make this drink. I'm going to use 1 orange, 2 lemon, and 3 lime wedges. Again, all about balance. I think this orange gets a little sweetness, lemon a little tartness with the lime as well, but you gotta have lime because it is a margarita. Then I'm going to muddle these. You might see people muddle with ice in the drink. You might see them very rigorously muddling. Well, all you want to do is extract the juice. You don't want to beat up the fruit. And so I got a nice collection of my juice there. So I'm going to go 2 parts, 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of my Cointreau, or half ounce, yeah. And then I'm gonna add some ice. Get my shaking tin. see people all over town kind of using the flare. Just do what's comfortable for you. I like to do it about 15 seconds or so to get all the ingredients, help them get along. Like I said earlier, salt is a key component to this beverage, so I'm just going to use the lime to get part of the cup moist, and then I'm going to dip it in the salt. Now I'm going to add my large cube, and then when you're separating your shaking tin from your glass, just find where there's a little bit of room between the two, and then just one hard slap with the palm, maybe two, should open it up nicely. Again, you can use a strainer. I think it's cleaner to just use it straight out of the shaking tin and mixing glass. There you have it, folks, the Margarita. Now, this is available to go in our to-go cocktail program, so take advantage and cheers to you.